Torah Or, Vayera, page Yudalid, second column, top of the second column. Okay, so the Alter Rebbe is differentiating between Ma'or and Or. That Ma'or is only the source of it. It's not actually light. It's only the source of the light. Like you explained by the Yichus, whatever. So he said, this Tzimtzum that he said was removal, so to speak, was an Ein Sof, I know, Sha'er Nichl B'Mor, that the Or goes back to the source. In other words, not God forbid, it's forgotten, it doesn't exist anymore. It goes back to the source, meaning, because world cannot accept this Gilei Ein Sof the way it is, Batzmusay, because if yes, there would be mamish completely bottled, because again, if the world would feel this great Gilui of Elokus, then you wouldn't have a world. All you'd have is bittul. What happens is, then the Or goes back to the potential state rather than the revealed state. We were mentioning yesterday, this big Chacham, he removes his seichel. Where does it go? He doesn't forget it. It just goes back to the potential state instead of the revealed state.
What about the Z or the ray?
1 second. The Yisalim made it hides in it. The Gili should only be in the Mod. He says, in the essence of Hashem, okay, let's skip this parentheses. Therefore, this tzimtzum of removal is called Makom Pani V'cholu, an open, empty space, meaning it's completely empty of the Or, meaning she'ein b'or v'izgalus cloud. It's not anymore in a revealed state. It goes back to the potential and the source. Okay, let's leave it at that. What?
It's there, but it's not there.
Again, the simple mashal is when this brilliant scholar wants to teach a little child, right? He can't even, because his seichel, relatively speaking, is b'li gvul, it's unlimited. So he can't just cut it in half, cut it into 10th. It'll still be infinite. Okay? So what he has to do, momentarily, he has to not forget it, but put it all to the side. It's not revealed anymore. It's went back to the source. It's still there. The only difference is, it's not being revealed. It's still in the potential state, rather than in the actual state. Okay? That's all it is. But therefore it's called an empty space. Why is it called empty space? Because then it's not in a revealed form, which is tangible, it's only in the potential state.
So when we say the Shekhinah left,
it doesn't mean, God forbid, God leaves. Is there a place that God doesn't exist? So what do you mean the Shekhinah left? Shekhinah is a Gilui. The Gilui is not being revealed. In down-to-earth practical language. In Golus, the Shekhinah is in Golus, correct? That means the Shekhinah is not revealed. Okay? Yes? Does that mean God doesn't exist here? Chas v'shalom. Hashem exists. What is the difference between Golus and Geula? Revelation. Not that the thing changes in any way whatsoever. The difference is, in the revelation, is it revealed or is it potential? Potential by definition means it's not revealed yet. Once it's revealed, it's not potential, it's actuality. Okay? So there's a level of Elokus, not Chas v'shalom, Hashem's not, like you said in the few lines we skipped. In the essence, you can't say tzimtzum. The essence is the essence. Okay? What's the difference between when the Jews are in Golus or the Jews are in the Beis Hamikdash? Hashem is Einay Milvadai, Malech Halaretz Kveidai. There isn't a place Hashem doesn't exist. The difference is Hashem revealed or is Hashem not revealed?
So the 770 brought from potential potential into revelation. They brought it down.
We do that when we do a mitzvah too.
Yeah, but in the beginning, when the Shekhinah,
Yeah, that's Shekhinah. When it left,
yes,
okay, that means the Gilui left.
the Gilui,
And the Gilui was more removed.
yes,
Then the one Avram revealed, Yitzchak revealed, Yaakov revealed, the 7 generations. Levi caused Amram Moshe, which was the 7th. So again, it's all a question of, not God forbid the Shekhinah is not there. The Shekhinah is not present. Shekhinah is synonymous with Gilui. Okay? The Gilui is not present. That doesn't mean Elokus is not present. When the brilliant scholar has to remove his seichel to teach this little kid, it's not pshat that he's not there anymore by him if he got it, and he has to relearn it. It's there. It's just not revealed. This concept is very easy to understand. Probably, maybe. Okay. Commercial on nefesh, like the marshal of the nefesh, shebabaya luguf, and the nefesh comes into the body. Near the gili achaya sheba, you see openly the life of the neshama that's in the body. How is it? Because we see the body's functioning. Shemachaya saguf, aval kaidem baya luguf, before the neshama comes into the body. Even though the neshama, before coming into the body, has the potential to give life, but until it's in the body, it's not giving life. It's only potential. Like the battery, right? The battery is energy. It has the energy whether it comes into the flashlight or the other door, whatever it is. Yeah, it's there, but it's not revealed. It's only the potential, not the actual. As long as it doesn't come into the body to give it life, to reveal what happens when the neshama comes into the body, then the potential comes into the revealed. Okay, and from the concealed to the revealed. Or like when a chacham is giving over chachma, yeah? So then it's the revealed state. But before he's teaching it to somebody, before he's revealing it to somebody, it's still there. It's potential. Or when a person, in other words, like this, you can have a brilliant chacham, or even midas, the same thing. A guy knows something. Yeah, but he's not dealing with that now. He's playing sports, okay, but he has this brilliant wisdom that he knows, right? So it's not the pshat that he doesn't have it; it's not revealed. When he's learning it, it's revealing it to himself. It's there; it's just revealing. Then he talks and he reveals to somebody else, and so on. Azai bechinas gila shenir v'nigas chachmal zolase ila atzmei. Ava be'idin the le'asik, but at the time he's not learning, he's not occupying himself with these seichel. Hare chachma seirak b'koyach hanefesh, it's only in the potential. Hainu sheyesh b'koyach la'askel, he has the ability to understand it, im yasik b'askol, if we learn it. It's not the pshat, something you don't know, and now you're learning it, so now you know it. We're talking about something you have. It's not always revealed. The same thing in a meat, that you love somebody. But if you're doing business or doing something else, you're not thinking about them. So that meat is not revealed at that moment. But it's not yet revealed. The ability to see, yeah? If you close your eyes, so you're not actually seeing, but you still have the koyach of seeing. It's not that you got rid of it, now you have to rebring it. He has the complete power of seeing, of sight. It's not revealed to this, that the eye in the reya mamish, until you open up your eyes. Or or any power of the soul, walking, in all the other limbs. So the bottom line is that there's a potential and there's the revealed. Okay? So now the Alter Rebbe says all these gashmistic and misholim is a mashal for ruchnius. In the level of tzimtzum ba'er ein sof, in the tzimtzum of Elokus, then the koyach of Elokus, the gilui, is revealed. He's speaking about tzimtzum makom panui, right? And therefore it's called makom pani v'chol. It's called an empty space compared to the or that was revealed before. Shalai nishar arvagili. It says av shebemis eina makom pani l'gamei chas v'sholom. You can't say there's an empty place from godliness. Shari amor mamalas kol hachol. The more is all over the place. The essence of Hashem is all over the place. Shabamor atmin l'shayach tzimtzum v'elam chas v'sholom, and the earth is only b'koyach. Afal pikein. Nevertheless, he says like this. So reality is, the more is there. It's just not revealed. So therefore he says, Afal pikein l'fishahim sh'arizaz gili v'chayis anim shchemein tzov v'savas esviz chochma bina. B'shem eires, the fact is, the Arizal gave a mashal of the Gilu of Elokus from Or. Now the way we know Or, like the Or Shemesh. Okay, that's the most practical Or. So the Arizal said the Gilu of Elokus is like the Or Shemesh. Even though it's not really the Or Shemesh, because the Or Shemesh, the Shemesh is not there. But in Elokus he says, therefore he calls the tzimtzum. When the or goes back to the source, he calls it makom panui. Shuas alma, which is the concealment of the light. This almazu, and this concealment means heder ha'or, the lack of gilui, the lack, not that it's not there, the lack of revelation. It's not even chakim v'lei b'chochma yadir. Now the Rebbe is saying like this: Chochma v'atzilus, he explained the whole time, is antur chakim v'lei b'chochma yadir. Yeah, and he explains that what does it mean antur chakim? Chochma v'atzilus is the source of chochma. But then he says, what's the source of Chochmah? Chochmah ma'ayin timatze. The source of Chochmah v'atzilus is makom panui. That's what it's called yesh mi'ayin, because now the Gilui exists as the potential. Before it didn't even exist even as potential. It's a higher level of tzimtzum, in other words. It's not higher than the tzil, it's not revealed. That's why Chochmah is yesh mi'ayin. Again, relatively speaking to Atzilus, that level is totally believable. That believable level can't come into a world. Not even Atzilus.
So it's a source, it's there, it's only a source.
Correct. But sometimes the source is revealed. Sometimes the source is not revealed.
Exactly like
you can have the source of fire. Yeah, you can have the source of fire. That it's the coals. You touch it, you're going to burn yourself.
Yes.
Sometimes it's revealed when there's an actual fire. But this source, you need to reveal it, right? So you can blow on it. Or if it's the bellows of the blacksmith and whatever, yeah? So it's the source, but it's a tangible source. Then there's another source, like Torah Chalomish, that it's not, you can't even use the word potential. It's totally a non-existent potential even. You're right. Ad acha kami yeridas ishtalza madregas. It has to go through akudim, nukudim. These are all these various levels higher than Atzilus. shebechinas einayim, u'marka bechinas hakel shebechinas einayim, which is marka bechinas lebeshem esavas, and it's not even called the savas of chachma, v'lei b'chachma yediyah. It's even higher than chachma v'atzilus, which is the source for all other chachma. Hainu shos nasa bechinas koyach esavas. The bechinas is market the market for the chachma. Okay, and he says this is the yiri the shtaus igulim yeshe parsavak to be akudim the kudim. It's all generally speaking kesav atzilus, which is the mamutza. The Alter Rebbe is explaining that there is the gradations. The 10 spheres of atzilus are called tikkunim. They're not levushim. Where do they become actual levushim? Machshava, dibur, ma'aseh, bria, yitzir, nasiyah. Okay? So the Alter Rebbe is explaining the level of chachma of atzilus is potential. Yeah? What's the potential of the source of that potential? That potential is already chachma. But it's not in a revealed state, it's in a potential state. But now that source is makom panoi, that there's not even that gilui. In other words, chachma in atzilus is potential chachma. Not bina, not das, is potential chachma. Higher than atzilus is not even potential of chachma. It's potential, makom panoi. There's no gilui whatsoever. Yeah, okay.
It has the potential to be created.
Has potential. But even that, it's a potential, the source of the source. The potential of the potential. Right. Okay, but he's talking, this is all, he stuck them all together. It's all that one level. Everything is relative, okay? Atzilus compared to Bria is Bligvul. Why? Because granted it's 10 levels, but Chesed is Bligvul, and Bina is Bligvul, and Das and Chesed, they're all Bligvul. Bria, in the world of Bria, it's already Gvul. So Atzilus compared to Bria is Bligvul. But the fact that there's 10 spheres in Atzilus, that itself is a Gvul. So compared to higher than Atzilus, Atzilus is a Gvul. Compared to the level of Bligvul, the potential in Kesef. So it's all, again, everything is relative. So now, what's the parsa between Atzilus and Bria? What's that parsa? So he says, so until now he spoke about siluk. The teacher is so brilliant, he can't reveal it, he has to remove it. What's the parsa between Atzilus and Bria? He gives a mashal. A Rav that wants to be masbid is a great seichel. He can't receive it, so what does he do? He gives a mashal. He doesn't remove his seichel. His seichel is still there. But it's a little bit over the head of the Talmud. So he gives a mashal. Right, but Tzachlam Shil Derech Mashal V'chidor Riddle, or Kamei Mishle Shtoimei, L'sham Racha Meisha Zara, like Shlomo Melech Shiv speaks about the foreign wife, foreign women, which is Mashal and Nimshal, but she's speaking about Veda Zara, she's Zara Medivrei Torah. Okay, so he gives a mashal of the relationship of Hashem and the Jews, like a mashal of a husband and wife. Yeah? Now, practically speaking, a husband, the love of Hashem and the Jews has nothing to do with a husband and a wife. But how can we have an understanding a little bit of the relationship between Hashem and the Jews? So it's a mashal. Or like you said, Mavim mashal midvarim pshutin gashmi. Even, by the way, the level of art of Elokus, that we give a mashal of Or HaShemesh. Or HaShemesh has nothing to do with the heart of Elokus. That's Gashmias and Ruchnias. But it's not a way of siluk that you have to remove your seichel completely and it's only in the potential state. What you do is you lower that seichel concept. You don't remove it into the potential. You lower that seichel through a mashal. So the mashal is the parsa. The mashal is a concealment, but that concealment allows the mashal, the seichel, to come into the mashal. Or in a simple, non-real, practical mashal. You're by Niagara Falls and you're thirsty. Yeah? There's millions of gallons gushing all over the place. But you can't have any of it because you don't have a cup. So what is worth? Standing by Niagara Falls being completely thirsty is worthless. I mean, standing by Niagara Falls is not doing anything for you. You can't get anything from it. So what do you need if you want to drink? You have to get a cup or a container, whatever, stick it in there somehow. So it's that 8 ounces compared to the millions of gallons gushing over whatever it is, whatever amount it is. Yeah? So that's limiting, but that's the only way you get it.
The same way that the nekuda of the chokhmah is in the mashal, the same way is from the other side of the parsa, from Asiru. There is nekuda into Bria, there is the connection.
No, he's saying Atzilus into Bria is like giving a mashal.
So there is a connection.
Yeah. It's just lowering it, right? Even though technically the mashal is really nothing to do with the nimshal, so it's really covering it.
Yes.
But only through that can we understand.
Shkoach to understand it.
Shkoach to the lack of understanding.